Well, I want to welcome you to our broadcast and thank you to Marilyn. And you pronounce your last name
Fullen,
Fullen. Okay, good. Great.
just like it looks.
Yeah. So Marilyn's with, I always jokingly say Marilyn, they took phonics out of school when I was a kid. So I've been forever taunted with pronunciations, but Marilyn is we've become friends through my real estate school, Global Real Estate School. Marilyn, I'll let her tell her a little bit about herself and the team she's a part of in St. Louis with Keller Williams, and they've sent several students to our school. We've been very appreciative of that, and we're going to just have a conversation today about what you can expect if you've been thinking about a career in real estate. First of all, how do you get your real estate license? And secondly, what can you expect? I mean, what's the career like? So, Marilyn, I'll let you begin and tell a little bit about yourself and company, and then we'll kind of start with, I've got a few questions I want to just ask you
Okay.
that our audience might be curious in, and then we can kind of talk more about real estate and go from there.
Sure.
So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. I am with Keller Williams Real Estate, and we are located in the O'Fallon and Lake St. Louis area here in St. Charles County. And we've been very fortunate to partner with John in Global Real Estate. And it's a very exciting process when an agent is ready or a person is ready to become a real estate agent, and they go through John's school. And part of the partnership that we have when people have gone through his school, because we support that, and we support his school and back it because he has a high pass rate. We believe in how it's presented to our students, and we really appreciate that even though it's tough material, he makes it as relatable and as easy to learn as possible. So that's a big plus for our students as well. Also, another perk that when they go to his school through us, we have a wonderful reimbursement program in place. So they literally can go through his school when they go through our office and really get it at no cost. So that's huge.
Yes, that is very important, and thank you for the kind comments.
Absolutely.
I have been, I am thrilled that it seems like there's not a week that goes by that one of my students who's completed the school takes time out to send me a note and to tell me, hey, I passed the exam the first time, and even some who just barely miss it, but they tell me how much they enjoyed the school. So thank you.
Yeah,
And,
absolutely.
Received, we have a school in South Dakota that we work with Keller Williams, and also in Kansas. And I received the nicest card from one of my Keller Williams students in South Dakota who just closed on their first transaction. So
excited for him.
it really is. Well, we'll talk about how you get your license in just a little bit. But I know, Marilyn, a lot of people that are watching this, probably the first question they want to know is, okay, how much money can I make as a real estate professional? And I know that depends, but kind of walk us through, the difference with Keller Williams and your company versus maybe someone who might not have that same type of backing.
Okay. Well, I think it is important to find a brokerage that is a fit for you. And depending upon what you're looking for, I think it's important that you have a partnership with that company that's going to support your goals. Everybody comes into real estate with different goals. Some people want to grow their own business, or as I say, their own empire, and other ones are maybe interested in investing or maybe as a hobby. So it's important that you have a company that will support that. And our company offers training, productivity, coaching, mentorship, all of that. So when you come to our office here at Keller Williams, first and foremost, we find out what your goals are. And then we take it our responsibility to help you meet those goals. I think that's really important. As far as what you can make, again, it depends upon the goals that you're looking for. For example, in our office of over 250 agents, from top agents to administration, we have over 34 that have made over $100,000 easily. And so it's Our company is, just like I said, to teach you good habits, to teach you how to follow up on the leads that you get, how to get the leads, how to close on those deals, how to price houses properly. We go through step by step with you for that. So by the time you've finished your school, and then you come to us for your training, I say when they go to you, they have that legal part down, they have their license, and then we teach them that really strong foundation so that by the time they have that first listing appointment or that first closing, that they feel very confident in what they're doing and the training that they've had before that. So again, the cost, what you can make is really dependent upon what you're looking to make. It really
Great.
is limitless.
Great. And it's interesting. I was sharing today, there was a video I watched from a Keller Williams agent in the Washington, D.C. area, but he talks about the value of a team. And he goes through this long, and you can look him up on YouTube, trying to remember his name, but if you just type in value of a team, he's like the second or third video that pops up. But he goes through and explains even, the typical real estate transaction might consist of 50 hours. And if you're doing that by yourself, how much you can actually make. And if you join a team, how the team leader or the rainmaker can profit. But yet he was showing this illustration. And I guess what I wanted our audience to realize and understand is, you may say, I'd like to get my real estate license, but I don't know if I want to have to do all of this stuff.
Right.
But you could actually be a part of a team like a buyer's agent or a showing assistant and still make, in this example that he showed, literally several $100s per hour, which is much better than being by yourself. But it actually enables you to just take the leads that the team leader gets and work those leads. So talk about, for those that may want to just be able to work on a team, how does that function or work? Or, how do you place them?
That's a great question. First and foremost, again, we tell people that you come in with whatever you're looking for. So if that is something that you enjoy, just handling it yourself, that opportunity is there. But a team really offers up the opportunity. As I tell people, as you've gone through the school and then you start your initial training of those foundational subjects, maybe you found out then that you really weren't as passionate about one certain area. And then, if you join a team, you can focus on an area that you are passionate about. You still have your own personal goals that you're reaching and obtaining, but you still have that ability to focus on just that one area. And with a team, you have that support from the whole team as you're going through it. You don't lose any of the value of, do I have to do it myself? Do I have to carry this? You don't lose any value there. As a matter of fact, we have teams that are begging for help, that are just growing and are so big that they just simply don't have time to do each and everything themselves. So they welcome the opportunity to bring great agents aboard. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. And, it's a great point, because I've known some agents, and I'm sure you have as well, who got their real estate license. They enjoy real estate, but they found that they liked being behind the scenes, just helping keep the team organized and checking the files. And they were just like, that's the part they liked. Was
there's opportunity for administrative type of positions, for just working with buyers, just working with sellers, just working more in the office instead of being out there with the buyer or seller. So there is just a limitless opportunity for whatever part of that real estate business that you are passionate about. We certainly can help find a spot for you.
Great. Now, let's just say someone's watching and they're thinking, okay, I'm going to go to John's school, I'm going to pass a test. What can they expect, or how many hours? I know a lot of times, sometimes years ago, I used to teach for a large organization in St. Louis, and I would hear students at break talk about the BMW they were going to drive by working weekends in real estate. And I was thinking, well, it's not quite that easy. But what do you tell people when they come in? First of all, what do you expect from them? And, how many hours do you suggest they try to put in to a
Well,
career?
I think that's a couple different answers to that question. First, as soon as they have completed school, before they even start school, I've usually met with them. And we go over our very reality-based kind of conversation as far as what to expect when you come in. I want them to know that it's not just like the HGTV where they paint a wall a certain color and 30 minutes later they sell the house. I want them to understand that this is work. And first we want them actually engaged. So when they come in, we're the #1 training organization in the world across all markets, not just real estate. So we're very proud of that. We want them engaged with our incredible training that we have. As they go through the training, they've already gotten their license and they start on that training. I think those initial first 30 days that they're completed their license, or completed their schooling and gotten their license, I think that is critical. Because if you really dive into that first 30 days and you go through the training that we have lined up, by then you've kind of set your goals, you've kind of started to get your own vision for what you're trying to do in real estate, and then you're understanding how we support you in whatever that goal is. So I think initially for a new agent to be committed to the programs, the systems and models that we have in place, the amazing technology that no other brokerage has, that we have at our fingertips and our agents have, is really just mind-boggling. So to really get immersed in the opportunities that we have here with that training, the technology, all of that, I think once they go through that initial 30 days, they're going to feel very secure that they have a good foundation to really go out and start their business.
Excellent. And that's so important for a new agent that I always tell people you don't want to have to change canoes in the middle of a stream, and it's
Right.
better to try to get with the right organization. And I always tell people, and I'm sure Marilyn, you do as well, you should talk to a couple or three brokers
Absolutely.
because you definitely want to find out. You want to make sure that you feel comfortable with that organization, and I'm sure that your organization doesn't hire just anybody as well, that there are certain things you look for. And
Right. We do have a high standard of what we expect from our agents. And that standard meaning how they represent Keller Williams, how they represent themselves and their company. But we definitely say that they should interview with people. Make sure that the value proposition that, meets their goals. So, for example, we have profit sharing in our company. No other brokerage has that. And I think that's huge. If you're going into this as a business, simply as a business person, you want to make sure that you're thinking about the long-term goals as well, not just the short-term or that quick money that you can make. But I think it's important that, you think about those long-term goals.
great, exactly. Real briefly, explain to the viewers what profit sharing is, how that works a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it's a
well, I'll
long,
do a really short version because
just
we
in a
actually have
real,
classes to explain
yeah.
that. But the simple version is when our company is profitable, our agents make profit off of that. They split that profit with the agents. Now, as opposed to maybe other brokerages that, if there's profit, that just goes in the owner's bank account. Keller Williams doesn't feel like that's right because we really support our agents, and especially a new agent coming in knowing that they have that opportunity and that availability to make that kind of profit share. You want a company that's profitable, and you want a company that when you're working hard and you're making profit, that money is going to come back to you. So the short version is, with Keller Williams, when we make profit, the agents.
Cool. Very, very cool. And she's got a book right behind her called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent. And
Oh,
regardless of who you go work for,
yes,
you have to buy that book and read it because it
amazing.
just makes sense. It's the Gary Keller, who is one of the founders of Keller Williams, wrote the book. And it really is just, it shows you how to become a mega real estate agent. And actually, I've read the book twice, and I have the audio book, and I love listening to the audio. I was telling someone the other day because he has lots of little examples from mega agents and how they built their
Uh-huh.
business. And so there's like three different people reading, and I think that's kind of cool. I
Well,
enjoy
it's
that.
it's nice to hear the words coming from, like you said, our founder, but somebody that's walked the walk. He doesn't
Right,
just tell you what to do. He's walked the walk. He talks the talk, and there's just nobody else that is that invested in his agents.
that's right.
And just like we've put over $1 billion into the technology that we have available, he's invested because he knows there's change coming, and he wants his agents to be prepared and ready for that. So yeah,
Right.
thank you for that. That's awesome.
Yeah, very good. Well, just to kind of recap, and by the way, this was not a planned Keller Williams webinar, but
Right, right.
Marilyn had reached out to me, and we wanted to do a webinar. So any real estate company that's been sending leads to the school would give you the same opportunity. I guess it's kind of like on TV when they give the equal.
Yeah.
But I wanted Marilyn. First of all, I wanted Marilyn to come on, and we wanted to talk a little bit about this because I think that Marilyn has a real passion, and just in knowing and talking with her through our email correspondence, she has a real desire and a passion to help people succeed in the business. And I think
Absolutely.
that's I have a real estate school, and yes, I want you to use my school, but more than anything, I want to see you enjoy and prosper and do well in this business. And to do that, you have to have a company and a leadership and the training to do that. And so we appreciate you sharing that.
Well, I think that's exactly right. And I think there are some companies that say, well, come aboard, join us. And then when they have people that do that, they're just kind of swimming on their own. They don't really have a direction. They don't know what to do next. They get frustrated and then they say, I just wasted my money. We
Right.
definitely don't want that. So
No.
you're absolutely right. I feel very passionate. I'm willing to help anyone through that and would love to hear from anybody if they have any questions or I could help them.
And I'll put Marilyn's contact information below
Thank
the
you.
video in our notes. And also, if you're thinking about getting a career or wanting a career in real estate, you have to go through the 48-hour pre-license course. We take care of all of that at Global Real Estate School. It's very interactive. There's lots of video and audio. There's feedback on our questions. We do weekly live streaming study sessions. I have another one tonight at 8 p.m. And we've really had a lot of great a good number of students on the call. But on my studio on the other side of the room here, I have a big whiteboard, and I'll go through math problems, and we'll talk about the exam. So that's tonight at 8 o'clock. We do it every Thursday, or try to do it every Thursday from 8 to 9. And if you just go to helpmepasstherealestateexam.com, www.helpmepasstherealestateexam.com, we will come on live at about 8 o'clock or so. And I have a good time doing that. And again, that's something I'm doing different that some of my competitors don't do, is to be able to work with you in a live setting, and kind of like, so you get the best of both worlds. You can take the course on your time frame, but you also get live instruction as if you're in the classroom.
And I think that's awesome that you do that. And I think
Yeah,
that's very helpful for the agents.
thank you. And we record it so any of our students can watch it at any time. Well, Marilyn, thank you again. You're in Lake
Thank you.
St. Louis, and what if someone wants to have a personal phone call, they could just reach out up to
Yeah,
your company.
absolutely. You're more than welcome to put my email or my phone number on there. I don't mind at all. You have all of my contact and you can put that up there. But yeah, if anybody wants to have a conversation, I'm more than happy to meet with them and go over any questions and help direct them. And we'll be happy to take them after they talk to you or
All
even
right.
before that, because again, we have that reimbursement.
Sounds great. Well, Marilyn, thank
All
you
right.
so much.
Thank
It's
you,
been a
John.
pleasure. Have a great day.
You as
And
well. Thank
thanks
you.
for watching the video, everyone. Bye.
Bye.